trying to look at this show, and I'm constantly telling y'all hush, y'all hush. No, sooner or later, people going to need to look around and say, where's Pastor? Where's Lee? He was just here a few minutes ago. I got tired of arguing with my quiet.
All right. All right.
Yes, sir.
See, you got to have sense enough to understand that everything ain't going to pay attention to what they don't have an interest in when you have that interest.
Man.
I have an interest. I really want to see this show. I really want to see this show. But I'm constantly having to tell people every once in a while, hush, shh. And y'all been in that room. Y'all been there. Y'all seen it. And what you could really get out of the show, you can't get it out of the show, not with this crowd.
Right.
Oh, God, help me here. It's the same thing when it comes to your peace with God. You got to see that, not with
this crowd.
So I don't stay in the room constantly saying, be quiet. Sooner or later, I just move myself out of the room so I can go and have peace with what I want to find peace. Are y'all in here?
Yes, sir.
Listen, I must know if the peace I'm seeking for can be found.
Yes.
I know it can't be found. I'm fooling myself. And guess what? It doesn't take long. It doesn't take 30 minutes into the program for me to understand whether I'm going to have peace looking at this program with this group of people.
All right.
99.99% of the time, I know up front. Because like I said earlier, if they come in talking,
All right.
if they come in moving around, if they come in with a disturbance, if they come in. See, anybody interested takes the same attitude as you do. They what's this show? So and so and so and so. Oh, I want to see that too. Guess what you don't have to say to them?
Be quiet.
Why? Because
Very
it's the same.
same interest level.
And if y'all's conversation goes on, it's only about this.
You are.
What did they just say? She said, I'm going to hit you. Oh, I can't. Yeah. What? And you? Listen. If the peace I'm seeking for can be found and what I must do to get in it, listen what God says. Peace is not something you leave up to others to give you.
All right, all right.
Are y'all in it? You don't leaving it up to those who can care less because they are not interested in the same thing as you are. Think about people if they really had the interests of First Institute at heart.
Say that.
Everybody would be assisting and aiding in her peace.
Yes.
All right.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Financially,
All right. All right.
All right.
numerically, talent and gift-wise. If everybody was about the peace of the church,
Yes.
everybody would put their party
Into it.
True. Yeah.
Come on. Peace is about why it is important to me. Are y'all in here? I wished I had some.
That was good. All right.
Peace is about why is it important to me. Are y'all in here? Peace is about, hear this. Peace is about freedom from disturbance. Peace is about freedom from disturbance. And my question is, how is that working for you? to the TV show. If I know you're going to be a disturbance and my interest is in the show, then guess what I do? I may give you the benefit of the doubt one time. I may say one time, shh. I'm letting you know where my interest is at. Shh. You know what? Disturbance is when it comes, you put it in its place.
See.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
See, I see what you want to do. You want me to move my focus from what it is that I'm actually interested in, but I'm putting disturbance in its place. Shh.
Amen.
I'm very firm on it. Then was disturbance realizes that I ain't paying it no attention. Guess what it may do? It may wander into the kitchen and start doing something else. But if it continues, guess what it doesn't get? The second shh. I finally get up and leave. Since there's 3 more TVs in the house.
All right.
There it is.
See, I can always find a place to escape disturbance if I want to.
If you want to.
See, I know how to move myself out of disturbance equation if I want to, or whether I really want to lend my ear to disturbance, because I'm really not interested in destroying myself. Are y'all in here?
Yes, sir.
Peace. Notice what it says. Peace is about freedom from disturbance. Peace is about, number one, God help me. And this really got me. This really got me, Mother Pinckney. This stuff. Peace is about security.
All right.
How well things by you are made secure. That's not left up to somebody else. That's left up to yourself.
All right.
That's left up to yourself. Security. When Minister Obie came down the hallway and Sister Clark says, "You by yourself today?" He said, "No, I'm not alone. Janice had to go back home and get her pocketbook. She left at home and stuff like that. She got some money in her pocketbook and she just didn't want it to get misplaced." Guess what she was doing? She was securing her peace.
All right.
Why would I know that I left something in a dangerous place and think that I could take the chance of going back and getting it and everything will still be there like it's supposed to? No, you better have sense.
Hello.
I need to turn around and go get what belongs to me.
That's right.
It's because I don't know who might handle it. I wish I had it.
Man, that's it.
I was,
That's good. That's it. That's good.
you know, we expect people to handle our stuff the way we do.
All right.
Talk back. You know. That's it.
And get mad when we come home and find out that they didn't.
Like you left.
Come on in here. Peace is about security.
Yeah.
In other words, you exercising with your ability what is necessary in order to secure your stuff so that you will always have peace, even when something else wants to disturb it. At least I'm not going to let the opportunity be.
Right.
Are y'all in here?
Amen.
Not only is peace about security, but peace is about order. See, not knowing I have to have something that's secure, but I have to have order in it. I read the initial message, and I want to go back and read the initial message again today. All right? I'm not going to visit this again.
Right.
It's good that you're here today. Okay? But here was the initial message. God said, listen, really listen to the initial message. The initial message. Peace about joy and happiness. People who make the best of what they have. This is the initial message. January 1st message. Galatians 5:22-23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, the character of the inward state of man, long-suffering, gentleness, and goodness, the character in expression towards other men, faith, meekness, and temperance, our expression in devotion to God. Now, just in that opening of the initial message, where did we find the breakdown? See, it introduced us to something that we must be responsible for and realize what that responsibility requires on our part.
All right.
All right.
I cannot handle 17 like I did with 16 and think that people are going to respect my position simply because I make a statement.
All right.
And then God started out with saying, first of all, the piece about joy and happiness is Galatians 5:22 and 23. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, and peace, the character of the inward state of man. God was saying right now, get a handle on yourself.
All right.
Amen.
Let's start out, first of all, not starting initially out with somebody else being responsible for your peace. You be responsible for it yourself.
Say that.
He started out with saying, first of all, love yourself.
Yes.
Second of all, develop a joy about who you are. And third of all, find peace with that.
Amen.
Right.
All right. All right now.
Right.
That means here's a place you do not let
Nobody pull you out of it.
40 years in marriage, and God is still saying, there's a line she does not cross, and there's a line I don't cross. I must own my own peace,
Say that.
and it has nothing to do with a marriage certificate.
Oh.
God says, first of all, start the year out loving you.
All right.
Man.
Start the year out loving you. See, and here when you start doing the inspection of loving you, you got to look at all who don't love you.
All right. All
See,
right.
who all don't love you. Don't just remember when we said get your head out the cloud and quit dreaming about the $1 million when you realize that all you got to work with is 10.
Yeah.
People have proven their love.
All right.
So why would you let the experiences of 16 make you a fool in 17?
All right.
Right. Man.
All right.
Man.
He started out with saying, first of all, do an assessment. Love you. Be strong enough to love you. Go back and evaluate who you are.
Right.
See, we're still in January, and folks have already fallen. Because if you started back with loving you, you would have to go through the process of what? Determining who I need to include in this romance.
All right. All right.
See, I'm still evaluating because there's a list of people in 17 I dealt with that I think loves me, but I'm still doing an assessment of who do I include in this romance. So I'm still in the building process. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still putting value on. There were some things that was said to me in 16 that I've got to go back and clean out the closet. Because it not